Let's get it.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Turn me up. Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Filthy
Merry
animal.
Christmas. Happy holidays, whatever.
Yep. Happy Kwanzaa. The Chiefs game happened yesterday, and that probably tore your fucking heart out.
Yeah, that was. This is the point of the season where the Steelers collapse. It happens every year. I feel like it's like they get to a point where they look at the schedule and like, we're gonna be 500. We can now stop playing football.
Yeah.
They've lost the last 3. They got shit on by Baltimore, and then yesterday was just like, it looked like the Panthers were out there playing the Chiefs. Actually, no, the Panthers put up a better fight earlier in the season. Like,
Yeah.
it was terrible.
That, and the other thing that pissed me off is the Steelers actually had like a perfect comeback. Okay, we're in this game. They score a touchdown, call back, miss field goal. Like,
Yeah.
there was a. I mean, I don't know. It feels like every Chiefs game, there's an issue with the reffing.
There really is black magic going on, bro, in the Chiefs games, because every game has like this perfect little narrow way that the Chiefs can just slither through, like the snakes they are.
I mean, they got away with it again, and this might cost you. I mean, if they don't play Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Xavier Worthy, Chris Jones, if they don't play any of those guys against the Broncos, the Bengals aren't gonna make playoffs because the Chiefs need to beat the Broncos.
Yeah, and I mean, even like putting Carson Wentz, if you left the rest of the starters in and played Carson Wentz over Mahomes, that's a tough look.
Yeah,
that's a tough look. Like this team's barely winning most football games. I think they have the most 1-score wins in the league right now. And
I think they've only covered the actual spread twice where they've won over like.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and I mean, the Broncos are fighting for this playoff spot. Like, that's going to be a close game. I mean, the Bengals have to beat them Saturday first. So.
Yeah, it's going to be. We got games on tonight.
We got one tonight.
We got one tonight. What do we got?
I don't remember.
Oh, Seattle Bears. What a stinker.
Oh yeah.
Flex that shit.
Seattle's still alive at least, right? Yeah, they're still alive. 8-7.
Barely.
Yeah. I mean, they're competing with the Rams. Have been good. They're like 8-3 in their last 11 games or something.
And they beat the Bills.
Yeah, they're on a heater.
They're a good team. Matthew Stafford, of course. Cooper Kupp ruined fantasy. He's the Grinch this year.
Oh, I can't believe I started him 2 weeks in a row. After that 0-point game, I was like, he has to have a bounce back week.
Okay, so in one of our leagues, Randy, Morgan's dad, didn't start Cooper Kupp. Let me read you his starting lineup over Cooper Kupp. It was crazy. Where is it? I think it was Jets, actually. Jets.
This is the semifinals, right? To get into the finals?
This is the finals.
Oh.
First place. So he started, oh my God, Josh Downs.
Okay, that's
over Cooper Kupp. And his flex, he started Jalen McMillan.
Okay.
He got 13.5 points. Downs got 13.5 points. Guess what Cooper Kupp finished the day with?
Oh, I know what Cooper Kupp finished the day with because he ruined my year in fantasy.
3.5. Guess who else he didn't start? He started those two wide receivers over.
Who?
Tyreek Hill with 9.5 points.
Damn, Randy's on one, He's cooking. He's cooking.
He won by 3.5 points. If he would have started one of those two players, he would have lost.
That's elite from Randy. That's ball knowledge right there.
That's ball, baby. No, that was crazy.
So oh wow.
Speaking of Christmas, Danny Dimes bought the Giants offensive line a gift. I don't know what the gift was. I saw it and I looked it up again, and there's reports he actually did it.
He's probably out there being like, "Thanks for getting me fucking fired from the worst franchise in football right now."
Thanks for sending me to Minnesota where I can potentially win a ring.
Yeah, just sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
This year have gone weird.
You want to talk about Joey B?
I think Joey B had sick gifts. The samurai swords is cool. He
Yeah, I
said
agree.
his O line came out and said they wanted guns, I believe,
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'm not buying your guns."
he
But
brought a knife to a gunfight.
yeah, and I mean, like that's a cool like gift.
I
That's
like that.
it's kind of like a thoughtful gift, I think. But
Oh yeah, he said I think all of them had like different inscriptions and stuff on it.
yeah, and they're like
And
real like old samurai swords.
yeah, and he let the offensive lineman pick them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But then you have like Brock Purdy. He gave them all like Toyota trucks, and you're like, bro. First of all, you can't afford this.
Well, it was an
This is a
ad.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like this is not like a hey, here's a Merry Christmas. This is like hey, we both get money from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not as cool. That the jersey one was sick.
I don't know who did that, but they got all
Yeah,
of their I
someone
think
on
it
the
was their wide
Chargers.
receivers. He found someone and made all of their high school jerseys for them.
Or it was Dolphins because Tua got one. It was Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, it was some defensive player got high school jerseys for everybody.
Yeah, that was a really cool gift.
Yeah, that might be the coolest like gift I've seen.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't cost $100,000, and it's still like everyone that gets one, they're like, dude, this is fucking sick.
Everyone liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be sick.
Yeah, that was cool. Kirk is gonna be cut. Kirk O'Chains.
Yeah, I feel so bad. I wonder how his contract is structured because obviously they have to pay him this year.
They're cutting him by a certain date. I forget what the date is, but they're gonna cut him before some big roster signing bonus, whatever.
Jeez, that's tough because he started off the season like well.
Yeah, he had like what, a 4-game slump?
Yeah, he's had like a bad one though, like 8
Yeah.
picks, 1 tutty or something.
Yep, and Penix didn't look fantastic. Like I think it was 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 throwing.
Yeah, I don't think he had any throwing because I think the defense had the rest of the touchdowns.
Oh, that's right.
He did have
Never
one
mind.
pick, and if you watch the game closely, Kyle Pitts should never touch the football again because he volleyed it to the defense, like legit 10 yards, volleyed it to the defender to intercept that ball.
How many more quarterbacks does Kyle Pitts have to have before we go, he's not what everyone thought he was?
Like I don't get it, bro. He had a good rookie season. Like I think he cracked 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. And then the next year, yeah, okay, 700 yards. I think this year
Yeah.
he's like 600 yards, but he's like 88th in receptions or something like. And he was the 4th overall that year. They took him over Jamar Chase.
Okay, so let me give you a list of tight ends just off my cranium.
Yeah.
Laporta.
Oh, Laporta.
We'll go. What's his name in Arizona?
McBride. I'm taking McBride too.
Yeah. Kincaid.
I'm taking Kincaid.
Obviously Kelsey. That's not even a question. Sorry, let me pull up a list of tight ends.
I think I'm taking who's the Dolphins? Geronimo Smith. He was on the Falcons last year.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking him. He's balling this season.
Yeah. There's
for
a couple.
For a guy that has Tyreek Hill and Waddle on his team, like he's getting so many balls, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I might take Noah fucking Gray over him. There's it's and that guy gets consistently picked among the top 4 tight ends every year.
Yeah.
In fantasy. George Kittle, I'm taking over him.
Oh yeah.
He's been balling this year.
He's just so good. He's so good.
And he's fun.
Yeah. Blocking. Passing, like
Bowers.
just good. Oh yeah, that was such a steal.
Yeah.
Him and Bucky Irving this year have just been absolute steals in fantasy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's not dudes drafted, but let's give me one guy in the NFL you'd like to crack a beer with.
Crack a beer with. Ooh, that's fun. I, I this might sound dumb, but I like to crack a beer with Aaron Rodgers. I just want to get inside that guy's mind because he's a freak, bro. I know he's a freak. I just want to like see him in person and like see if he's actually
Crazy.
chill or if he's like actually kind of like crazy, like off the wagon there.
He you might need to do like a weed drink with him.
Yeah. He's gonna want to do DMT. I'm like, brother. Ain't me, brother. Ain't me.
Yeah. I'm going with Motor City Dan. I know that's not technically an NFL player, but could you imagine that guy 45,000 beers deep?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy's an animal. He's an animal 3 coffees deep, let alone beers. Like
that guy, I would like. He would be like, "All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run through this brick wall 40 times. Let's do it." And me being fucking 2 beers deep would be like, "Let's do it. Let's go, Dan. Fire it up.
Oh yeah.
Rev up those fryers."
Yeah, there's a couple of like Kittle would be sick. I think a lot of tight ends would be cool. Like I think Kelsey would be chill.
Gronkowski.
Oh yeah, Gronk would be
but still.
Animal.
Would be cool, but that would just be more for a conversation, not for a beer.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Although he seems like a chill guy. He's just a chill guy.
He's just a chill guy. I feel like McCaffrey doesn't drink beer.
No. He used to wear jeans, I think, every other day because it. Oh, John Gruden.
Oh yeah.
That guy's been killing it recently.
Oh, he's so funny, bro. He just does not give a shit. He must have made so much money coaching. He just does not care anymore.
Yeah.
Guys like Baker Mayfield going up against the #1 defense.
Yeah. Anyways, Tank Dell out for next season.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we talked about this a little bit before, but like, that could possibly be like a career ender. You ruined your knee last year, and then now this year, like, it's literally blown up, all of it. 3 torn ligaments, a dislocated kneecap. Like, I don't know if it gets worse than just straight up breaking your knee.
Was that the same knee as last year?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's tough. I like that guy, man.
Yeah,
Guy named Tank Dell.
So well last year.
Yeah.
And then this year he just started to pick up steam too, like the last few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that could be season ending, and not to mention Houston's done.
That team. Did you watch that Baltimore game?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yesterday. Oh my god.
It was terrible.
They scored a safety. That was it.
Yeah, they looked awful.
And I don't get it actually. I was gonna say I get how like they don't have as many weapons, but they still have Joe Mixon. They still have Nico Collins. They have Harrison Smith and William Anderson on the defensive line. Like,
who's their tight end? Because their tight end's tough too.
Schultz.
Yeah,
he's good too. Yeah. And I feel like CJ Stroud just cannot put it together out there. He looks rushed. He looks panicked in the pocket. Like,
yeah.
I think he was like, what, 13 for 20 something and like 150 yards and 1 pick or something. Like, it was terrible. Terrible stat line.
Yeah, he didn't look good. He did not look good. This is the playoff picture for the AFC. I would rather play, like, I'm going to go over teams I'd rather play, or I would not rather play over the Texans, because I'd rather play the Texans over the Chargers. the
Yeah.
Broncos, the Bengals. I still think they're better than the Colts and the Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the Steelers? You more afraid of the
Um,
Steelers?
as a Buffalo fan, like they can play in the cold,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
no, I agree.
I mean we beat them last year, so that's always fuel for the fire for them. I I would rather play the Texans.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like they've just not been scary. Like even last year, like I think they were scary because everyone underestimated them. They're like, this team's gonna be dog shit,
And they had
and then they
Mason
weren't.
Rudolph.
And this year, everyone's like, this team's gonna be elite, and you're like, they're not.
They're stumbling into the playoffs, and they're
They're
only going to make
probably
it.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was sorry. I was gonna say the same thing you are. They're probably gonna win the division 9-8, possibly 10-7. But either way, like if you win the division 9-8, like that's not a good team.
It's the same as on the other side, the Bucks and the Falcons. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, the Bucks I hold in a better regard because I think they are a better team.
yeah. I think they've just been riddled with some injuries. I think they're back now though. Like other than Godwin, which
Yeah,
I mean, if the Texans have to play without Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs, you gotta be able to play without Godwin.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that Tampa Bay's coach isn't as good because
Yeah,
he's made some dumbass like punting when they're down 2 scores and
yeah,
late in the fourth, and it's like, what are we doing? We can look at the other side too here. Wow, what a mess this is. This is a mess.
yeah.
Um,
Wow.
win. Oh, okay. Wow. Who's it? I mean, I'd want to play the Falcons. If
Yep.
you're looking at this, and let's be real, home field advantage is everything.
Yeah.
If I'm Detroit, Minnesota, or Green Bay, and one of those three teams is gonna play the Falcons, I would want to play the Falcons.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Because
Like
if you're Detroit and you end up with Green Bay coming to Detroit,
or Minnesota. I don't want to play either one of them.
yeah, and or you're Detroit and you end up with I mean I guess
Like
I would rather play the Falcons over Washington though.
me too. And right now the Philly with the 2 seed has to play Washington, and like they just lost to the Washington. I
Yeah,
know
that's
Jalen
dangerous.
Hurts didn't play the whole game, but still, like I don't want to do that. That's like this is terrible for the playoff seeding. I feel like that's tough.
Yeah, either way you look at it, like you almost want to be the 3 or the 4, or not the 3 or the 4, but like the 5 or the 6, and then end up playing the Falcons,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. So Minnesota would get to play the Falcons right now, right? Yeah.
yeah, so that'd be a dog walking.
Like I feel like they would get stomped.
Yeah.
Minnesota's just been on a tear.
Dude, if the Lions went and they just said, fuck it, we don't care about the 1 seed, we're going to take 2 to 3 weeks off and play the Falcons. And I know they would have to probably end up going to Philly or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Philly or Minnesota.
Minnesota would be fine because it's a dome.
Yeah, that's true.
I know Jared Goff played good against the Bears, but it's the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a mess there. And like Tampa Bay has what? Do they have 2 ways to make it? Yeah. They can either they would have to win out and Atlanta would have to lose 1, or they would have to win out and Washington to lose 2. That's tough.
Yeah, because they don't have the tiebreaker over the Falcons, and they lost to the Cowboys.
That's
Yeah.
I love how the Cowboys started playing well once the season was over for them.
That's how they are, man.
Jerry Jones is like, let me get a worse draft pick over here.
Let me get a worse draft pick, and let me have every excuse to keep Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
donut
he's supposed to
eating
have been fired
fuck.
5 times.
Yeah. What a dipshit.
Come on the show, Mike.
Yeah, come on the show. Fuck that guy.
Uh,
Fuck him and fuck Jerry.
Jerry's World.
It's Jerry's world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, that NFC picture is so close, and especially that NFC North, like the Lions, Packers, and Green Bay.
The Lions are having an all-time season. What are they this year? 13-2. That's
Yeah.
franchise record, and they have not clinched, and they won't clinch
Until last week.
the last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Minnesota is just fucking about with a new quarterback, with Sam Darnold.
Okay. I'm gonna call a shot here. This is gonna sound crazy. Minnesota's not making the playoffs next year.
I can agree with you if it's depending who starts at quarterback. I think if they bring Sam Darnold back, they'll make playoffs. But it's if they're willing to pay him, which they should. There's no way you can't pay him.
Yeah. No, you have to pay him. Sam Fran playing the Lions this week is scary for the Lions just because Sam Fran has absolutely nothing to play for, and I feel like that makes him more free.
Yeah, nothing to play for, and like they're probably just pissed from this season. Like they're probably just pissed off. Like
Super Bowl hangover.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what a mess! It's a shit show.
I mean, so the Vikings play the Packers, which could be big for the Lions. If the Vikings lose and the Lions win this week, they clinch, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Say that one more time. Sorry, I was fucking
If
around
the
with my
Vikings
camera.
if the Vikings lose to the Packers this week and the
Yeah.
Lions win against the Niners, they clinch.
They would clinch the 1 seed, yes, because
Okay.
then they would because then it would be they would and let's say Minnesota beats the Lions, they would have the tiebreaker would go down to strength of schedule, and the Lions had a harder schedule.
Okay,
So
that's good.
that's the way it works. So if you split with your division opponent and you both have the same record, it goes down to strength of schedule. Which, I mean, whatever. That's fine by me.
Yeah, that's 3 good teams in that division.
That's going to be a crazy division. And you have to assume the Bears are going to be better next year.
Yeah, you would think if they can find a head coach and draft an offensive line.
Yeah. With the other thing too is Ben Johnson's interested, and I saw a report the other day that Pete Carroll's interested in the Bears.
I can't see him head coaching again. Can you?
He's old, but I remember last year he was running routes in cleats with his team.
He moved up to a manager position for a year, right?
I think it was more of a, hey, Pete, we'll keep you around type deal. But
you're not, yeah. No input, please.
I think he was an advisor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is like me making my mom a manager of this podcast. Like, yeah, we'll keep you around, buddy. You're important. That's like when you tell Gramps, like, you tell Gramps you're in charge of the family dinner and he cooks the box stuffing.
Yeah. Give the most easy job possible. Yeah. I can't see him coaching again. He's just so old. And I feel like Seattle was not good when he was there. And they're not great now without him, but this guy, their coach is the youngest in the league, first year. They have Geno Smith at quarterback, who's good, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Like he's
not a guy who's gonna win you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel like he's a more tame Jameis Winston. He's not as crazy. He doesn't say outlandish stuff, but he does just yoss the ball sometimes, and you're like, brother,
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah. I had something else, but I forgot it. You got anything? I feel like I brought up all my topics, so.
I did want to talk about Brock Bowers for a second, being like, I feel like these records get broken by rookies every year now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the receiver record went from JJ doing it, breaking the receiving yards, rookie receiving yards. Jamar did it, broke the rookie receiving yards. Next year, Puka does it. And then the same year, Laporta breaks it. And now this year, Brock Bowers is about to break it.
So it would be Kirk Cousins, right, for Jefferson, the quarterback.
Yep.
Jamar Chase would be Joe Burrow.
Yep.
What were the other two names you said?
Puka.
Puka,
So he has Stafford.
Matthew Stafford,
Laporta, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff,
And then Brock Bowers is doing it with a
Aiden
mix
O'Connell.
Gardner Minshew, Aiden
Gardner
O'Connell,
Minshew.
and they have someone else terrible.
Someone
Is it
else.
Riddler?
Who cares? Who? Riddler?
Is it Riddler?
Might be, yeah. That's a testament how much of a dog he is.
Yeah.
I don't like the Raiders. Like, I don't care for them, really.
Yeah.
They're not a relevant team, and they haven't been for a while. But that's pretty cool, man. This kid's a dog, and he's balding, too, so you got to put some respect on
Yeah,
that.
you gotta shave that head, bro. Just it'll look good. You're a Raider. It'll look mean. Get some face tats or something, bro. Just shave your head.
You're a Raider. Yeah, Brock Bowers is a fucking animal. He's another guy I'd love to have a beer with.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
There's not many rookies doing crazy good this year, I feel like.
Who do you got? I mean, you could always talk about the quarterbacks, but you don't really know about quarterbacks until year 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think like Bo Nix is having a good season. Not great.
Yeah.
It's not great. Jane Daniels started off like looking like the next Lamar Jackson, Robert Griffin. Like he looked really good and then slowed down big time.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb Williams, I get he has no offensive line. Neither did Joe Burrow, dude. Like,
that's true.
And like this guy has 3 like number 1 wide receivers.
DJ Moore, what's that one weird
Roma Duzier.
Yeah.
And Kane Allen.
Yeah.
And then he has Cole Kmet.
And he has Swift in the
And
backfield.
Swift. Like that's a team that should be doing better. If you're not winning division games, understandable, hard division.
Mm-hmm.
But like you should be beating some other teams.
Well, back that up one more time. What'd you say?
Hard division?
Who would it back that up 3 years? Imagine saying that.
Oh, yeah, I know, dude. The Lions and Bears have been bad for so long. It's just been the Vikings and Green Bay competing. And it's mostly been Green Bay. Actually,
and it's the Vikings every 3 years will come in.
Yeah, exactly.
And Moss, but
yeah, it's just a tough look. So hopefully, I really don't care if they're better next year, but hopefully they get better.
No, fuck them. I'm trying to look up. Marvin Harrison didn't have a great year. Xavier Worthy's been on and off.
Yeah. Bucky Irving's had a good year.
Yeah, he has.
Malik Neighbors has had a mediocre year. Like he is almost at 1,000 yards. But he has no quarterback. So
I got one for you. Joe Alt.
Oh yeah, he's been having a great year.
Yeah, what a pick.
Yeah, I think he's only allowed 1 sack this year.
Yeah, he's gone up against some beasts, man. Like Chris Jones in that division. Like,
yeah,
he's got me feeling nicey.
Nick Botita, I don't know his name. The guy on Denver, the defensive end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He has went up against some good talent.
Keon Coleman's been injured and just like that. That's a mess. We'll talk.
Xavier Worthy's been all over the place. Good, bad. Like
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I do like Malik Neighbors. I think if he had a quarterback, he'd be balling out like crazy.
Yeah, he's another guy who's just like doesn't have a quarterback, so it's tough to.
Yeah. We're forgetting Brian Thomas too on the Jags.
Yeah, he's had a quarterback, but.
Yeah. Now he has Mac Jones, and he's still balling. So.
Yeah. The only other one I can really think of is Cooper DeJean has been pretty nicey.
Yeah, verse on LA Rams. He's been decent.
Yeah.
Outside linebacker. So there are some good rookies. No one, I think, crazy outstanding like we've had in the last few years, other than Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he's been a dog, man.
Yeah.
And he's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's definitely fun to watch.
He's the only thing to watch in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides the other teams. Johnson to the Texans. He got cut from the Ravens?
Yeah, I think they mutually agreed to part ways, is how it was stated.
Yeah.
But he refused to practice and participate at one point, and they're like, bro, get out of here.
What did they even trade to get him?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Was it a trade or did he get dropped?
No, I believe it was a trade because I had him in fantasy.
Because I mean, he had a couple good games with Carolina this year too. Like, it's not like he was terrible. And obviously, as a Raven, I think he caught 2 balls, targeted like 9 times.
5th round pick in 2025, and exchanged a 6th round selection.
So really, they got a 6th round pick for a 5th round pick.
And wasted. I'm sure they probably held on to the contract too.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. But why would you want to go play with Lamar Jackson? No offense. I'm a hater. But I know he's good. He's good. I get that. But
yeah.
I mean,
I'm surprised they didn't use him. Like they must have been a falling out somewhere because he's a good enough player where he's a good number 2 for say Flowers.
Yeah, let's go through number 2s on teams. Like, would you rather him or I guess Amari Cooper's kind of the number 2 on the Bills? You probably want to mark.
I'd stay with Amari Cooper for sure.
Like the him or Waymo?
I'm taking Waymo. The only thing with Waymo is his off the field issues.
Yeah.
It's not on the field. The kid's a beast. It's just off the field. It's stay out of trouble.
Why didn't the Jets sign him? Why not? Idiots. Dallas could have used them.
Dallas for sure could have used them. They're still having Brandon Cooks. He has not had a good year.
Bucks. They're on a playoff push. They could have used them.
Yeah, no Godwin. They have what? Something Miller. The skinny little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but the Falcons.
They have Mooney.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Pitts. Like I don't know.
The Chiefs don't really need him. The Steelers for sure.
Yeah, the Steelers. I mean, that's where he came from originally. I definitely think he would have like fit nice there, especially when Pickens was out. Like they were throwing to Calvin Austin.
Yeah,
who's okay, but he's not great.
And he ended up in Houston. He signed with Houston, which I believe is a good fit. Like they needed with Tank out and Diggs out, which where's Diggs going next year, man? What do you do with that? That's a mess.
All right, that's something the Chiefs I think might touch.
That's something I could see him doing. I don't. The only thing I would say is he's not a very good locker room guy. Like if you look at the Bills, they were supposed to have a terrible year this year. Without Diggs, Josh Allen has only looked more free.
Yeah, because he's not worried about who he has to get the ball to.
Yeah. You want to know who I could see? I could see the Steelers getting him because Mike Tomlin's good at controlling those wacky characters.
The only thing is Pickens is that wacky character, and I don't know if they butt heads or not. The Steelers do have the guy from the Chargers, Mike Williams. He's on the Steelers. He's made a couple plays this year.
Oh yeah. Just talking receiver wise, yeah. But Diggs can be a weapon, and him and
Yeah, for sure.
him in Minnesota and Buffalo, and even at the start of the year with the Texans, like his yards after catch is insane. The guy finds, if you can get him the ball, he breaks tackles and he's got good moves. So he's still a player. It's just tough.
Oh yeah, he's definitely still good.
Yeah.
And I think the Texans was a good fit for him.
Yeah, there was just too many pieces there, I felt. That was my only gripe with it.
Yeah.
He
I
wants
mean,
to be. Go
no, go
ahead,
ahead.
sorry.
I think I'm gonna say what you were gonna say is he wants to be like that number one guy.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
He has to sit back and realize the number one days I think are over. Just like Keenan Allen has with the Bears, he realizes, okay, my number one days, they're over. Let me play this number two position and be a good supportive receiver.
Yeah, like Hopkins in
Yeah.
KC this year. Like Hopkins was him for so long, and he goes to I know he got traded, but he goes to KC, and it's been Xavier Worthy time the
Yeah.
entire time, pretty much. Like he had one big game.
Yeah.
Also, they're gonna have to unlock Travis Kelce at some point. I know he got a touchdown and they got him the ball a lot more, but
I
bless
know,
you.
finally. Thank you.
That's gonna be like, I feel like it's gonna come in the playoffs, and it's gonna be the Chiefs really need a touchdown, and it's gonna be emergency break glass, and they're gonna go Travis Kelce time, and everyone's gonna be like, where the hell was this all year?
Yeah, I know. Where was that during the fantasy season when most people drafted him in the second round?
I'm
Nowhere.
not touching them next year.
No, same. I might not pick a tight end next year now. Jonnu Smith is putting up just as many points as everybody else. Like, I might just wait.
Yeah. I mean, does the guy retire if they win this year?
I mean, he's 35.
Let's go over this. He's got probably a number one podcast with his brother.
Yeah.
Which is electric. His brother's killing it on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
He's dating the most famous person on the planet.
Yep.
He's in every commercial ever. He'll go down as one of the best tight ends ever.
Top two.
Him and Gronk, right?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Or what's his name? Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And he's won Super Bowls, multiple. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you would have 4 Super Bowls. First ballot Hall of Famer, easily.
Yeah. Like, if you can Peyton Manning it where you win on top, like.
Yeah. It makes you look so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And he's rich.
Yeah, like you don't need to keep playing. You don't need to keep putting your body through it. And I don't know if it's him declining or just the team doing different things and not getting him the ball as much. But he's obviously having an off year this year.
Yeah. And like the tight end position is not like a quarterback or a wide receiver even type position where like tight end you're blocking. He's getting hit.
Yeah.
So, something to think about. Be interesting. Anyways, what'd you say, sir?
I said that'd be funny if he proposes to Taylor Swift after the Super Bowl.
Don't.
Bro, there's a bet on FanDuel for that.
Shut up.
Swear to God, you can take a bet on FanDuel if he'll propose this after the Super Bowl.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
What? How many times has he played Not Like Us? He's gonna play it. Here, can you give me like 30 seconds? I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry about that.
No, we're good, brother.
Do you got anything else before we get into our dude's draft of the week?
I think there's a couple things. Like one, I'm not sure if you saw like this morning that Teddy Bridgewater is joining the Lions.
No, what?
Yeah, I think he was retired, and now he's gonna play for the Lions as a backup. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I was just scrolling through NFL news this morning, and that's what I saw. Lamar yesterday passed the all-time quarterback
He's
rushing yards,
Yeah, I saw that.
past Michael Vick, in like I think it was 40 less games, which is kind of crazy.
Yep, I saw that. I'm still shook by this. What? I don't get it. I'd rather
Yeah, I
have
don't get
Hendon
it either.
Hooker.
They must not trust him enough if Goff goes down in the playoffs. But I don't know if I'm like Teddy Bridgewater hasn't played in 2 years.
It must just be like playoffs. Let's keep him on the roster type deal. See what he had. That
It
move
would be
makes
nice
no
for Teddy
sense.
Bridgewater to get a Super Bowl, bro. That guy has been beaten to pieces over the years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. 2024 10 athletes who define the year. If this will ever pull up on my phone. Hello.
Oh,
All
who
right.
are Super Bowl favorites? Is it still the Lions?
It can't be. It's got to be the Ravens or the Chiefs. Let me see here. Don't make me sign in. Come on. Futures. Super Bowl is KC.
Okay.
Then the Lions, then the Bills, then the Eagles, then the Ravens.
Okay.
10 athletes who define the year. Would you like to take a stab at some of these, or do you want me to just list them off?
That define the year?
That's what it says.
I mean, the only one I can think of is wait, is it all NFL or is it like all athletes?
All athletes.
The only one I can think of is Caitlin Clark
Yeah, I'm sure she's on here. I'm
because
sure
she
she's
balled out
probably
this
one.
year.
We got Shohei,
Okay, makes sense.
Simone Biles.
Okay, the Olympics this year yet?
We got an NFL player. Who do you think it is?
Is it? It has to be a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Allen,
Nope.
Lamar,
Nope.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Dude, what are we doing? This is his career worst year. What are we doing?
Noah Lyles, the sprinter,
Oh yeah.
and Caitlin Clark. We got a golfer here. Who do you think it is?
Ooh. Oh, it's got to be Sheffer, right?
Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah. He did win the gold after saying he doesn't give a shit about winning gold.
We got a Canadian swimmer.
Oh, what's her name? Summer?
Yeah, Summer McIntosh. Shout out to her. She's like 17, isn't she?
That's crazy,
Dude,
bro.
that's crazy. You're going against like grown adults and you're 17 and you're
3
crushing
golds this year. That's crazy.
it. Yeah, shout out to her, man. Killing it.
Come on the show.
Come on the show. Just everyone come on the show.
Just everyone, come on the show.
We got a basketball player.
Oh,
Who's been tougher?
Oh, it's gotta be Jokic, right?
Nope.
Ooh, Giannis?
Nope.
LeBron?
Nope.
Who the fuck?
New kid on the block.
LaMelo?
No.
Oh.
Wemby.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see that.
We got a hockey player.
McDavid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Soccer, I don't even. Jude Bellingham? I don't know.
Don't care.
Next.
Next.
Oh. The Chiefs clinched. We should probably talk about that. I don't know how we haven't. We're a football first podcast.
I guess we kind of talked about it because it affects the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's devil magic, bro. They did it again. It really is.
Me and my dad were talking about this yesterday, and I want to hate the Chiefs, and I do hate the Chiefs, like the
Yeah.
Chiefs. I don't hate Andy Reid because he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The guy dressed up as Santa Claus yesterday after they won.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
I don't hate Travis Kelce. He's awesome, and I love him and his brother. I don't hate Mahomes. I hate Mahomes' family. I don't hate Mahomes because he's a dog, and he's just like, he is doing witchcraft shit. Josh Allen's is better, but
Can we go through their games? I have it pulled up here.
yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Their first game was against Baltimore.
They won by a field goal, correct?
Yeah. They won by a touchdown, but remember when Isaiah Likely
Likely.
caught the ball?
Yep.
The toe tap.
Yep.
So that's one. That's one beautiful, lucky, hey, congratulations moment.
Yep.
Week 2, they played us. They won 26-25. We missed an extra point.
Mm-hmm. There was something
And on
else.
16, got a pass interference call.
Yep.
It could have gone either way. It was probably pass interference, but he did jump for the ball. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Then we have Atlanta 22-17. They win.
So something happened in that game too.
Yeah, they threw a ball to, I believe it was Kyle Pitts, and a Chiefs defender wrapped his arms around him. No pass interference call.
Yeah.
That lost the game. They played the Rams 17-10. I think this game was fine. I think they beat them.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, actually, is this the Chargers? This is the Chargers.
17-10. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the game that was it Rashi Rice went out or Pacheco went out?
Yeah, I think Pacheco
got hit by his own player and went out.
Yeah, week 4.
Yeah.
They played New Orleans 26-13. Covered the spread finally. Done. Yeah. They played San Fran 28-18. Covered the spread.
San Fran without Ayuk, Debo looking like crap.
No McCaffrey.
No CMC.
I believe at the time
Ayuk was still
Debo
in.
was hurt too.
So then Ayuk was in.
He might have been.
Because what week was that?
That was week 6.
Yeah, Amari Cooper wasn't on the Bills yet, so.
Okay. They played the Raiders 27-20.
They should have lost that game.
They should have lost that game. I believe the last drive, the Raiders just turned the ball over like terribly.
Wait, was that the punt game or was that the last?
No, that was the next Raiders game.
Okay.
Yeah. They beat Tampa Bay in overtime 30-24. I mean, Tampa had so many opportunities to win this game. They should have won.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the Chiefs are just black magic. They
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. They win every game. What are the next games you
got? They played Denver, blocked field goal at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo, they lost finally. Thank goodness.
Tyler Bass.
Carolina, they won 30-27. Wow. Carolina.
They lost that game.
They played the Raiders again, 19-17.
That was not the punt. I said punt earlier.
Yeah,
that was the field goal, false start, whatever.
Yeah. Called the wrong penalty. They played the Chargers again, 19-17. They keep winning these close games. Cleveland, they only won 21-7 despite having 6 turnovers. They got the ball from Cleveland 6 times.
Yeah, I mean they won that game fair and square.
Yeah,
I give that game to them. But
and then the Houston game and the Steelers game that just happened, where they did look better than the other team.
Yeah, there were some bullshit calls in the Steelers game. I didn't really watch the Houston game, but like Tank Dell goes out.
Yeah.
I don't think Houston's a good team. I think KC wins that despite. But
Yeah.
not to keep bringing it up, but him still catching that pass after getting his knee literally blown up.
Insane.
He caught a touchdown. Like, if that's his last play in the NFL, props
Yeah,
to him, bro,
you
because
gotta be
that's
proud.
hard. That's
Yeah.
tough, dude. That's
That's a man.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
top 2 men in the NFL. Go.
Top 2 men.
Men.
The Trent Williams.
Okay.
And Crosby. Max Crosby.
Okay. I had Chris Jones,
Okay, yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. I like, hey, all 4 of those guys could beat the shit out of me. So
Yeah. Did you want to do our dudes draft of the week?
yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Our dudes draft of the week is the saddest sports franchises. So, any sport, what's the saddest? I mean, besides the Bills for me, I'm personally a fan of losers. I like to lose. I like to hate myself. Heads, that's tails.
All right.
What do you want?
I'll take heads again.
Heads.
All right. So I go first.
You can pick whether or not you go first.
All right, I'll take the first pick. I don't know if it matters. I think it's just the most loser franchise ever, and that's the Cleveland Browns. It's just when I think
Okay.
Cleveland Browns, I think a bad season. I think 0-16 is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's fair. Give me the Jets.
So sad. So sad. Oh my goodness. I hate to do this to you, but
Yeah.
it's been a many year. I'm gonna take the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they were my
It's just-
next pick.
It's year after year, just heartbreak year after year. My
Mhm.
grandpa was alive the last time they won, but my parents weren't. So yeah, well, I'm gonna take the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, let me go off on a little bit of a rant here because this is a football show, but later on in the year we're gonna go into hockey because football is gonna be done, and it's gonna be a completely different animal out of me. I like, as a Leafs fan, the first piece of clothing I had on was a Toronto Maple Leafs onesie. I have a stick from when I was born that is a Toronto Maple Leafs stick. If the Leafs win a cup, I'm going to smack every fake Leaf fan because the amount of torture I've gone through. 2 years ago, I was on the job site. I was working construction as a laborer. All I did was carry shit up the stairs all day. And either you're a Leafs fan or you hate the Leafs. There's only 2 options. The Leafs were playing Montreal. They were up 3-1 in the first round first round. They're up 3-1 in the series. They drop all of the next 4 games or whatever and lose. They drop the next 3 games. I have to go to the job site. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm getting harassed by guys who are 40 years old. Sorry.
No, that just shows my point. The Maple Leafs deserve to be here.
I love the Leafs, but I hate them. They cause me more pain than joy. Recency bias just can't. I feel like you have to, when we're doing something like this, you have to look at the entire picture.
Yeah.
And if a team is good now, that's fine. But overall, give me the Bills.
Yeah, they've had the most heartbreak in the NFL, I'd say.
4 in a row?
That's suicide watch. It really is.
Yeah.
That's death threats to the kicker, is what it is.
Well deserved, no offense.
Yeah, no, the Bills definitely are up there. And yeah, I mean, even now though, they do get their heart broken in playoffs often, but like four in a row in the '90s is
Yeah, there's not much, and it's not like they had a Super Bowl before
yeah.
or got one a couple years later. Like that team was built to win, and they still lost 4 in a row. I thank God I wasn't born back then because the nightmares I would have before that 4th Super Bowl. I mean, you lost one. I in my lifetime, my team has never been to a finals besides the Raptors, but it's basketball.
Yeah.
How nervous were you before the Bengals Super Bowl?
Oh, I was sick to my stomach, bro. It was like that's the worst I've ever been
And
from
how
anything.
and how long did it take you to recover after?
I'm still recovering. I think about it at least once a day.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. It's going to be soon.
So I got the Jets and the Bills. You got the Browns and the Leafs.
All right. My next pick. I mean, I don't care about this franchise in any way, but I am going to take the Charlotte Hornets, who used to be the
That was
Bobcats.
my next pick.
They have legit just been the worst team in basketball. I feel like since the team was created.
Yep.
I feel like they've never been good.
Yeah.
So they're on the list. Just I feel like there's so many teams in basketball like that. And I feel like the Wizards aren't ever been good, but I'm gonna go with Hornets.
That, and I feel like basketball, like those guys get paid anywhere they go, so
Exactly.
why would you want to play there? Give me the Chicago Cubs. I know they won in 2016.
But that drought before that drought.
Yeah, I mean, and they're bad this year, and their owner sucks. Like their owners, I think they own the Bulls as well. He's just a cheap idiot.
Yeah.
So give me the Cubs. Yeah. That's a terrible franchise.
Terrible franchise. I'm gonna stick in Chicago with you, and I will take the White Sox because just ask, bro.
Yeah,
Chicago sports. I'm so sorry.
The only thing they really had is basketball in the 90s with MJ.
And they had a 5-year span with the Blackhawks. Yeah.
Yeah. They got Bedsy.
Yeah.
Gary Bettman put in the fix.
So hopefully hopefully that turns around or doesn't. I don't care.
Yeah. So is this my last pick?
Yeah, this is your last pick.
Ooh. Okay. Jeez Louise. I'll make my pick. God, calm down. Give me the Lions. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think it's a fair pick. I think it's right.
They were bad for so long.
If you subtract the last 3 years from their resume, like they could probably go number 1 overall if you subtract
if you remove the last 3 years and Motor City Dan and Brad Holmes has done a lot to right the ship, but I feel like unless give it 5 more years of them being like how they are this year, Super Bowl contenders, good, whatever, you can remove them entirely off the list. But if they don't win a Super Bowl in 5 years, you're gonna look back at this team and go, how did you not win?
Yeah.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I would say the Washington Wizards. I'd say the Chicago Bears.
What about Tennessee Volunteers football?
I mean, the thing is in college football, like realistically, there's only 3 teams every year you expect to do well.
Yeah, I just feel like football is so big in Tennessee that it's like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm new to college football, so. Another one is Seattle Mariners. They're terrible. They never do anything. And
Yeah, the Mariners are that good.
up until recently, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's true too. They had KG for a bit, but that was it.
Yeah. Anyways, that was our dudes draft of the week.
Some bad teams.
Yeah. 2 of them I'm a fan of. 3 of them I'm a fan of.
What are you gonna do?
It is what it is. You might have if Cincinnati doesn't do something with Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I didn't say them is because the 80s we were good, the 90s we were the worst, the 2000s we were very not good,
Yeah.
and then from like 2009 to now we've been the most
Relevant.
mid team possible.
At least you're relevant though in the last 3 years, like 3-4 years, and
Yeah.
you do have a future. I mean, you could say that about the Lions too, but they were never good. Like
Yeah.
they had. Think about the first ballot Hall of Famers the Lions have had.
Bro, Barry Sanders being on that team.
Best running back in all of football ever. Calvin Johnson, top 5 wide receiver.
Oh, easily.
Like you could put him at number. No, you can't. But Matthew Stafford, you had the quarterback. Like I'm sure there's about 85,000 other players I'm missing, but
It is true though. Like that team has had like some generational talent and has done nothing with it.
yeah. You want to get into the rest of the games this week?
Yeah, I am down, brother.
We kind of touched on most of the games that already happened.
Yeah.
I guess. Wait, was the Saturday technically the wrap up of the week?
I believe so. Yeah, it was the wrap up because those teams then played Wednesday for this week.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough turnaround.
We got 2 more weeks of football.
Yep.
It's week 17.
Hey, at least your team's in the playoffs. You get to watch them a little longer.
That's true.
We gotta get there still.
I hope you guys make it. I mean, I don't know what that does for you, but
yeah, it really just gives me another week of football.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh wait, no, we'll do that after. We got Thursday Night Football tonight, 8:15. Seahawks play the Bears.
I mean, looking at this game, the Seahawks should win because they need the win to still fight for the division.
Yeah.
And the Bears honestly should tank for a better draft pick. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with that game.
Yeah, I'm going with the same there. Yeah, there's who cares? I said this last week, I'll say it again. Enough with the Thursday Night Football. Give me an extra game on Sunday. Give me Saturday, what you're doing this week.
Yeah.
These guys are too banged up. It's going to be a stinky game.
Yeah.
Let's go into another stinker on Saturday at 1
Only 41.5 though, total points. I kind of like that over.
Where's the game? It's in Chicago, that's why.
Gino only has 17 touchdowns. Yikes.
Let's not drag my boy through the mud. Chargers, Pats. Chargers need to win this. So they're going to.
I think it's going to be a close one because the Patriots just seem to be doing that recently, keeping it nice and close for every game they have, but still losing.
They got hot against the Bills, man.
Yeah, they were good against the Bills. I think they weren't that bad against the Cardinals, but they do lose though. But they lose by the right amount.
They do the best thing where like they have an entertaining game for their fans.
Yes.
While also losing and making Drake May look good.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like Drake May has 3 less touchdowns than Geno Smith, and he started week 6, week 5.
I think it was even later. But
Yeah, like kid's been good.
yeah, I like Drake May. Drink me. Banger game. Broncos Bengals. I hope it's a good game. Ooh,
Yeah,
in Paycor too.
yeah. Home game. I am nervous. We are favored. I swear to God, we just keep being the favorites in all these games, despite our losing record all season. It makes no sense. It's a must win though. It's a must win. The offense looks amazing. The defense
Yeah.
looked good against Cleveland, who has a dog shit offense. But Joey B is just doing things that no one else is this year. 39 tutties.
He's having an MVP season while being on a borderline playoff team. Like,
Yeah.
if they had a winning record and they lost some games that they should have won, like where they were either winning or lost by a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah.
If you flip like 2 of those games and they're in the playoffs, like locked in on the playoffs,
Yeah. It's such a
he-
different story.
yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's awesome. 4,000 yards, like.
And I'd like to put a little bit of blame on the coaches, especially starting the year off. Like against the Patriots, you can't lose that first game. You have to take those easy wins.
I would like to put all the blame on the coaches.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared to start the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
And your defense is like me after 45 rum and coke.
Yeah.
Shit is
Tough.
soft.
I'd probably take the Bengals money line, but I don't know if I'd take them by 3. I can see us winning exactly by 3.
Yeah.
So
oh, this game's so tough. Yeah, I guess I'd take the Bengals, but I would not be surprised if the Broncos won at all.
yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah. Cardinals Rams. On paper, this game sounds better than what it's going to be.
Yeah, I wish the Cardinals beat the Panthers last week because this game would mean so much more.
Yeah.
Like this could be for the division. Now Cardinals are eliminated. Like it's so boring.
Yeah, I think the Rams just dismantle them.
Me too.
Is Kyler Murray the guy?
Bro, I swear it's like every year we go from not good. Oh, holy shit, he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Is he playing Call of Duty? Not that good. Like that's what we go through every
Call
year.
of Duty. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and he has Marvin Harrison, who's only going to get better next year.
Yeah, I agree.
But they went with I think their head coach is a defensive head coach. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know who their OC is, but like with someone like Kyler Murray, you have to be able to design some really nifty plays.
They should be doing what the Ravens are doing.
Yeah. With James Conner too, you can do that with James Conner.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's good. They have a good tight end. They have a good wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cowboys, Eagles. This game would have been good.
The Cowboys are balling out. If Hurts doesn't play, I can see the Cowboys winning this game.
Yeah, that's true. I think he's gonna play.
I think he's supposed to as well.
Whoa, 18 touchdowns. That's it.
Is that all he has passing? He does have 14 rushing. I'm pretty sure.
Because he steals from
Saquon. Have you seen that stat? Saquon's been down at the 5 or less 11 times this season. That's a season high between all running backs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He's a dog, man. Cooper
And
Rush.
10 of those 11 have gone to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, of course.
And 1 went to Gainwell. He didn't get any of them.
That's crazy. Whoa.
It's just disrespect, bro. It's just disrespect.
Yeah. Cooper Rush only is down 7 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Eagles fan. Jalen Hurts is not the MVP.
Not the MVP.
Jets, Bills.
You guys have to stop them. Are you guys
Our
competing?
defense is soft. Our defense is soft. McDermott, if we don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, I think it's time to go. Sorry, one sec. My dog's. One sec.
Oh, good, brother.
What do you
What I was gonna say is the Bills competing for a playoff spot, or do they already have the 2 secured? Don't think they do. Let's see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, our defense is soft. McDermott, it's time to go. If you can't stop these guys, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
A stat line, really a stat line, but I haven't heard anyone else really talk. Ooh, stop. Okay, sorry again.
I'll find it out real quick. I believe the Bills are competing against the Baltimore Ravens for the 2 spot. They do need to win.
The Bills are undefeated in their division. The Lions are undefeated in their division. The Chiefs are undefeated in their division. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Kind of crazy, no?
Yeah, to have 3 teams doing it this year, I feel like it's rare to have one team do it. So like to have 3 teams balling out like that, and like to be like the divisions, there are a lot of bad teams in football, but like it's not like they're easy divisions, really.
To go undefeated, I don't care how good or bad your division is, to go undefeated in your division is like insane. And I expect the Bills to drop either this game or the Patriots game next week. Like they're gonna drop one of them.
Yeah.
I just have that gut feeling.
I don't know if they will, because they are competing for the 2 spot. I think a win here
Clinches.
I think it does clinch it. I think one more win clinches it. Because, the Baltimore Ravens can't win 13 games. And they have the tiebreaker over you guys. So as long as you win one more of these next 2, you won't have to play next week, I don't think.
Yeah, and that'd be nice considering Josh Allen has been having an MVP season with a broken hand.
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
He's a beast.
He is a beast. He's a linebacker's body at quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen is the team. This was supposed to be a down year. I feel like I talk about the Bills way too much on this podcast, so I'm just gonna move on. That says it all. Do we even like?
Nah.
Okay.
It's the who cares game.
Yeah, I mean this one's another one.
Yeah, I mean Indy needs to win to possibly make playoffs. I'd love if they lose because then they have no chance of making playoffs, and it's easier for the Bengals to make playoffs.
Yeah.
But the Giants fucking
They
suck.
stink. They're stinky.
But who knows?
I almost feel like they'd have a better chance if they weren't playing in MetLife.
Yeah, I know. They have not won a game there.
Yeah.
The thing is, AR can throw games away. No matter what team they play, he can leave that team coming back. So
they almost did it last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, give me the Colts, but yeah, stinky, and then Bucks are gettable.
Yes, this is exciting. I think
this is
Bucks
gonna be like,
win.
Yeah,
and like Bryce Young has been kind of fun to watch.
He's improved a lot.
Yeah.
I love Baker too, though.
He's a dog.
I can't believe they lost last week. I wish they didn't lose.
I know. I do want to see him in playoffs.
Yeah, because I feel like they're scarier than the Falcons.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they've beaten two of the best teams, the Eagles and the Lions.
Yep.
So
Um.
these are two teams that are tanking for a better pick.
Yeah. What franchise do you think is more likely to shoot themselves in the foot?
That's tough. The Titans? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I don't.
I think both these teams are very capable of shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I agree. And like if you have 6 TVs, I don't even know if I would put this game on the I might put like Seinfeld on
Yeah.
the 6 TV instead. Between that and the Raiders game, like those two games are stinky.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
Those two games, like if you were to describe them in one smell, what would you describe them as?
This game would be like stepping in dog shit, I feel like.
Okay.
Because it's bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen. The other game would be like falling headfirst into a porta potty.
I was gonna say that Steve-O clip where he's getting launched in the porta john.
Oh yeah, that's what that game would be like.
That's what the Raiders Saints game is,
Yeah.
and the Titans Jaguar is like going into a gas station in the States after a fat guy just walked in. Like, anyways, on to the next stinker. Is Miami playing for a playoff spot here?
Yeah, they're
So
playing
maybe
for the
it's
one
not
we
it.
want.
Oh no, they're in the cold.
Yeah, hopefully they lose this. I need them to lose this. If Jameis Winston was playing, I have confidence in the Browns.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, he has a strained calf or something, or groin or something.
DTR is so boring.
And terrible. Like, just terrible.
I mean, if the Dolphins were ever gonna, and they're going to win this game, but I can't wait for Dolphins. We can play in the cold. You're playing the Browns.
I believe they play the Jets next week in MetLife. That's gonna be cold. I hope they lose that game.
Yeah, we'll see. This is a great game.
Yeah, probably the best game.
Yeah,
coming
this is a great game. I'm gonna watch this game. This is huge for Minnesota.
Yeah, it's big for both teams. Both teams can move up. Both teams can move down.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be an electric game. I'm excited.
Yeah, if you were to describe this smell.
Oh, like lavender, bro. Beautiful.
I was gonna say like a fresh pizza.
Oh yeah, little pepperoni thing.
Alrighty. Kind of big, yeah, big.
It is a big game, and I'm excited to see Penix play against the real team.
Yep.
So this could be really good.
I agree. This is huge for the Falcons. They have to win this game to keep a leg up on the Bucs. And Washington's, are they clinched?
I don't think so. I think they could still, if they lose out and the Bucs win out, I think they can still miss playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's gonna be a good game. And then Monday night. At the beginning of the year, you take this matchup and you're going nuts with it.
Nuts.
Now, I think San Fran can play more free. It would be to their benefit to lose this game.
Yeah. You're looking at this game and you're like, who the hell is Patrick Taylor? The fourth string running back?
That's crazy.
Like, I saw someone tweet the other day the top 5 most dangerous jobs. It was like oil rigger, miner, gas technician or something, elevator technician, and then it was like playing running back for Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier Legette changed from healthy to questionable. Yeah, I mean the Lions should win this again. They're so banged up. It'd be nice if they can win this and Minnesota lose their next game and then just sit everyone.
Yeah,
that's what you're playing for 3 weeks rest.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah. That's games this week. A lot of stinky. The NFL is
Yeah.
not as competitive as it used to be.
No, a lot of bad teams this year.
Yeah. Do you want to get into balls on the line?
I am down, brother.
Alrighty. This one's new. We're both gonna take 3 bets. I'm gonna parlay mine. I don't know if you're gonna do the same. You don't have to.
Okay.
We both go back and forth. We both take 3 bets. We can't take the same bet, and it's all open. Whatever you want. The loser, we don't have a punishment yet, but we're gonna take it all the way up until the Super Bowl, and the loser will have to do some sort of punishment. If anyone has a punishment idea, comment it down below, but don't make it. I don't want to lose. Since you went first for the dues draft, are you cool if I go first for this one?
Go for it, brother.
Let's see here. Give me Jahmyr Gibbs anytime.
Okay. I like that. Are you writing yours down?
In my notes, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take the Seattle-Chicago game to go over 41.5 points.
Okay. Do you want me to write yours down too, or you got it?
I'll write mine. Yeah.
Okay. Seattle, Chicago over.
Yeah. I feel like that line's so low.
Wow, I'm really tempted to take an under, but I don't want to. Give me Raiders Saints under.
Oh, okay. 37.5.
They're so stinky, man. Spencer
They are
Rattler's playing.
Nice. The Bills just had a live change. They just went from 8.5 to a full 9.
Really? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I'm looking at this, and I like Addison's over on yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Stafford's yards? Sorry.
No, all good, brother.
What's Stafford's yards at? Of course, there's no easy way for me to pull this up.
Here, I got it for you.
Okay, guys. Okay, hey.
He's at
Hey.
232.5.
232.
Yeah.
Give me the over on Stafford's yards.
Okay. Let me give a little bit of context for Addison's receiving. Oh, they don't have it out yet. What yes, they do? It is 63.5.
Okay.
And then I just want to make sure. I want to see what T Higgins is, but I think I'm going to take his over as well. They have Patrick Surtain, so I think he's going to be locking down Jamar. Yeah, T is 70 yards. I'm going to take T Higgins over the 69.5 yards.
Okay. I like that.
All right,
we'll see what happens.
Do you want to read your parlay, and I'll read mine?
So my parlay is Gibbs anytime, Raiders Saints game under, Stafford over yards.
I think that's pretty good. I have Seattle and Chicago over 41.5, T Higgins over 69.5 yards, and Jordan Addison over 63.5 yards.
Okay. I like that.
So are we counting? Because obviously we can place this in a parlay, but are we counting each individual like each individual one as a hit, like as a win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say 2 out of my 3 hit next week. I'm 2-1.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. We haven't come up with a punishment yet. I think we both agree there should be a punishment. No.
Yeah. There should be a funny punishment, especially something that we can do on here.
Yeah, something we can do on here. Maybe dump a bucket of ice on your head, or
something like that.
yeah, I don't know. Something. We'll figure it out. I'm sure Jordan's a sicko, so I'm sure he's gonna love this. Freak.
Chug a beer through your ass. Okay, thanks, bud.
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
Yeah, I think we're good.
The dogs are absolutely losing their mind in the background, so that's.
I know.
always
I'm gonna
nice.
have to go let mine out as well.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cheers.
Thanks for joining the huddle. See you next
Yes,
time.
sir. Peace.